let's go for it. Let's go for a daily challenge to start out with here. Okay. We have the primary clan Awoken and the allied clan Melting Remnant. We have front-loaded as the mutator of -3 energy a turn, so you don't gain any energy every turn. Gain 20 energy, or Ember rather, at the beginning of each battle and start with the Unbroken Horn, which means you don't lose Ember at the end of each turn. So you effectively just get 20 Ember by base that you have to work with. You gotta make that last. However, there are a couple ways to get extra energy, especially in Awoken, because you have the ability to use Pyrogrow to give yourself an extra energy per turn, which will start working against the front-loaded reduction right there. Then there's also Brawl, which is friendly and enemy units get +5 damage and +10 health. Your Pyre gets +10 damage. And One-Track Mind, the path you take on the map is automatically chosen. Let's jump into it. One-Track Mind being the new mutator there. This does mean that, like, a lot of people are going to get relatively similar options, but how they use those options is going to be how they differentiate themselves in this daily. So we're starting off with 2 copies of Wicklash, 2 copies of Razor Sharp Edge, as well as a copy of Bramble Lash. You'll love to see it. Does Boss Relic also counteract this? Yes. Yes, it does. Ooh, okay. So the final boss is Seraph the Diligent, which is going to be devouring our spells. Does it want to devour stings? I hope it does, because I'm going to give it stings. So Thornfruit is at the start of your turn, add a sting spell to your hand, and stings are a 0-cost spell that deal 5 damage to the front enemy unit, and you draw +1 next turn. Interesting. So we could go Spikes and try and lean into that with the Bramble Lash. Or we could go the Rejuvenate path. The Rejuvenate path was recently buffed. It was passed over, given +5 damage on its Rejuvenate for the first level, +10 damage for its Rejuvenate on the second level, and then its third level has had no increase because it was really good on its third level anyway already. I really do like the idea of going with the Sentient here. The Sentient over the Sentient. We'll go for the Explosive, I think. Explosive can be so good. Non-boss enemies enter with spikes 3. Don't care at all. I want the money. Shouldn't be too much of an issue for us. So we're going to be looking, obviously, to try and pick up the artifacts that work well with stings. That give it piercing, the ones that give it extra damage as well as extra cost. Those are going to be really, really relevant to this run. We're going to also try and make sure that we don't use things that just don't provide us any benefit whatsoever. But we still do have to set up a good board here. So, like, that'll do. Okay, let's throw a... Ooh, dregs are really good right now as well. I actually might just want to leave all of the dregs in the deck, just to throw them down in front of the boss. Actually, no, I need to use one of them to kill this collector, because the collector's mad tanky. Well, that'll get all of them down, but yeah, I'm gonna lose the Sentient, but I think the Train Stewards might be enough. Yeah, because the boss is gonna... Friendly and enemy units, yeah, so the boss is gonna bop the Sentient pretty easily right now. Unfortunate. Alright, let's give you a little extra damage. Maybe it's enough. Pop you 2 down there, and double sting just for the double card draw next turn. Okay. We're getting somewhere here. And we got there. Does Pyre grow and the train upgrade affects that per turn in that mutator? Does the Pyre grow and the train upgrade affects that per turn? As in, the -3 becomes -1 after you play, 2 Pyre grows? Yes. It's not you gain no energy or no amber per turn, it is just -3. So you can get the boss relics to get out of it, you can get any other energy gain to get out of it, you can get any other energy gain per turn, like the Pyro and the engine upgrade to get out of it as well. I love a good restoration detonation when I'm running a rejuvenate sentient frontline. I would have also liked to take Glimmer there, but I'll take what I can get. Okay, Dripfall, with its new change of costing half as much and also applying Dazed 1. Do I care about it now? I don't think I do. This is another pass. Get a little bit more money. Possibly make our first unit a little bit nuttier. Okay, so our path is chosen. Right, okay, so we didn't really get to choose this one. We just go for the Awoken. Large Stone. May I please have the Animus of Will, thank you? Dang. I mean, Animus of Speed is still pretty good here, right? Just put the Animus of Speed behind my Sentient. Make it big. Okay. This doesn't have to be what I use all game long, but I'm just gonna make a good big unit right now. That's not a willful Animus? Exactly. I don't know why the game is betraying me like this. Just give me the wrong Animus there. Guessing you don't want spoilers for events coming up in the path. I'd prefer not, Chase. Kind offer though, and thank you as well for asking first. Much appreciated. Totally agreed, my riots. Big. At the start of battle lane, means super on each floor. So we'll probably end up taking a little bit of damage to this because we're going to draw the Sentient and the Animus of Speed on the first round. We're going to play both on the top line. And then, like, you know, 2 enemies will die unless I also draw a Restore, in which case actually 4 enemies would die. That'd do. That'd do it. Alright. Actually, that's done it. No, wait, has it? It has done it, right? Just flipping back and forth constantly. We don't want to sack units for nothing on the bottom line there. I think we'll throw these here. The game doesn't share my taste in Animus. It's rude as hell. Why doesn't it? Look at a good taste in Animus. 2 things down. Pop another Restore on you and erase a Sharp Edge. Unfortunately, because we set up on the top floor, we're not actually going to get good points. But also, I don't care about points. Unfortunately, we also can't get the Collector. Like, at all. Not even slightly. I'm going to play out those minions, though, just in case they happen to get the boss early. Let's go Dreg, Whiplash, Restore. I'm going to see if I can get a kill here on the bottom line. No? Not even slightly? That's a pretty big impact right there. And up... Ooh, no, top floor's not... Wait, hang on, no, top floor is fine. There we go, we just have to do that. Okay. Good hit. It's really unfortunate that the Steel Slate here has spikes in particular, so the Razor Sharp Edge isn't going to be helping us out that much. Don't get more points for flawlessing than if you were to kill the boss on the bottom? Yes. But if I hadn't taken the challenge, I could have set up on the bottom floor and killed the boss on the bottom, right? But I would just be missing the value from the Mark of Invasion. Because the only reason I had to set up high was the Mark of Invasion. Alright. Strike those out. Whiplash the ever-loving heck out of you. Got him. Ease. You gotta love an Animus of Speed doing 75. I mean, that's just real fast. Doing 75 in a 30-mile-an-hour Glimmer? I did say just before this stream on my own, I did say that Steel Enhancer is now something that I'm just never going to not take. But also, like, is it that impactful with the size of these minions at the moment and the fact that I have no sweeps and no multi-strikes? I'm looking at this Glimmer right now because I have no ability to heal my own backline at the moment and no ability to extend my damage forward. But also, if I cast it on the floor of the Sentient, it does ridiculously good damage to the front line as well. That is to say, the front line of my enemies. Molded, hallowed drippings, and dripfall. The thing is, I don't think I'm going to be going into reforming here. Like, the longer I play this, the more this feels like I'm playing effectively, exclusively a Awoken deck. Because I can't see right now what Melting Remnant would give to this deck that would be good at all. Legion Wax. That'll do it. By the way, have you seen the new card mastery frames? If you have, what do you think? I have. I haven't seen... So I've seen the grayed out versions of them because I haven't unlocked them yet. I'm keen to unlock them. They seem really cool. I love little things like that, like the ability to unlock... You know, obviously the golden frames was an example of it, but then I've got most of the golden frames now, so I need more. They're just adding extra levels into it. Just a reminder, it heals before dealing damage, so your Rejuvenate deals damage to the front enemy before dealing the AoE. Yes, that's sometimes a problem. For example, where you have a lot of sycophants standing in front of the tanky unit, right? So the sycophants are the small, wimpy 2/1s, but they have Extinguish, give every other friendly minion, so the enemies, +2 to their attack. In that case, in particular, the Glimmer would hit an AoE on a target that's already going to die to the Glimmer, but most of the time, the tankiest unit of the enemies is in front, so it doesn't matter. But there is an edge case there to consider. I think I'm going to turn these down. Wait, will Glimmer without spell damage kill anything? Don't the backliners already have more HP before the challenge? Yeah, no, it will need spell damage, but the thing is you always give Glimmer spell damage. That's just what you always plan on doing, because it's very unimpactful by base. Okay. So I had to come over to this path, unfortunately. So get your Woken unit. Shadow Shell. Yeah, I got her. Yeah. We now have 6 Animus to speed. Sorry, my bad. I started 7. I mean 7. So now the game plan is just put 2 Animus on every floor and then mash the E button until we win? Gotta say, I'm okay with it, and especially because we have the front-loaded challenge. Basically, we just set them up as quickly as we can. They're 3 capacity, so if I get the capacity gem after this, I can put 2 of them on a floor. Yep, we're doing it. It's happening. There you go there. Glimmer. Oh my god. Alright. Oh no, I can't put the extra Animuses down yet. That's a later thing, unfortunately. Guess I'll tag for you with that. Great restoration detonation there. I mean, like, just hit E, and then just hit E until we're done. Also gonna, like, double raise the sharp edge here. So I didn't think the Animus' speed was going to become my whole run, but, okay. I'm fine with it. Awoken Rail Spike. Make your whole deck cost 0? The only problem is, if this draws more cards than I have in hand, I'm pretty sure they don't get affected by... Yeah, they don't get affected by the enhance, because they only get affected if you draw them. Cycle does look pretty good. Cycle just goes on my tankiest Animus. Oh. I'm sorry, none of you have any... No more minions in this deck. I'm done. You really need the Awoken Descent healing card? Oh, that would be so good. Descending Retreat, I think it's called. That would be ridiculous. Alright. No, that's really annoying. I wanted to go over the other side. But at the very least, like, that was actually a really good idea. We think about it, like, 2 areas ago, we picked up the Animus' speed and then double buffed it. And since then, we haven't had any opportunity to buff it, but we have had a lot of opportunities to dupe it. So if we didn't double buff in that early, we weren't going to get another opportunity here. It's very, very, very important that we got the minion to be as good as possible early, despite the fact that we couldn't get it to be exactly what we wanted, you know, multi-strike, for example. Okay. Well, let's just have a look at the Merchant of Magic. I'm almost certainly going to want to double cost reduce the... Number 1? That's a number 1 thing that we do right there, definitely. Then do I double stack this, or do I just cost reduce it? I think I double stack and then cost reduce it, and then reroll. In fact, I think that's so much that I just do it. I'm looking for holdover on Glimmer right now. I don't know how I do these things. I just summon them into existence with my will. Let's cost reduce one of the restoration detonations so I have some healing going on still. Sometimes you ask and the game says yes. And then you go, thank you, game. And then you walk away. I think now, like, the whole thing is just cut every card from the deck that is not Animus or the ability to keep the Animus alive. Like, these train stewards are never going to get played because I have no space to play them. Will Good Shepherd give us these streamer hacks with the next patch? No, these are just for me, to make me look good at the game, despite the fact I'm trash. I need them. Yeah, explosive too, 100%. Okay, Raps, what have we told you about performing black magic on stream and creating cards out of your will? Don't do it. The law of equivalent exchange means that someone else on the universe will suffer bad luck. I know, I'm sorry, but I had to. The plural of Animus is Animuses? No, the plural of Animus is Animes. At the start of battle, enemy units appear on each floor. So we will take some damage to this. Do we want to do it, though? Do we just do it anyway, though? Because this run could get really nutty with extra resources, but also, we could actually get a really good score if we just didn't do this. Nuttiness. We go for the nut. We must go for the wacky. Oh, and never mind. Everything's fine. We got Glimmer on turn 1. We'll be fine, but I probably shouldn't have set up on top floor there. Oh, the Glimmer is just short of being impactful on this floor. Like, even if I put 2 Animus of speed here, it's still... Oh. Wait, hang on. That's enough to get the first one down, and then that'll be enough to get the second one down. Wait, but then I can't get the top floor. Oh, this is really sad. We just have to let the collector go by, as well as pick up another Scourge. It's fine. The law of equivalent exchange in this case means your YouTube runs will have really bad luck. I was warned. Can't it be someone else? Can't someone else pay for my crimes? Why does it have to be me? That's not fair. There's another one on the bottom floor, and put that out there as well. Easy. Get him. What boss is going to be able to stand up to this? I just don't understand what boss is going to have anything that he can do about this. Yeah, get destroyed. Like, sure, you can get through one of my floors. Can you get through the second and then third? There's the restoring retreat we needed. Pretty good. It's pretty good. No, I wanted to go to the trinkets! There's a multi-strike, but I can't put it on anyone anymore. What is? If I still had the Shattered Shell, this would be the time for it, but I don't. Awoken consumable, melting consumable, Stygian guard consumable. Melting would be reform. Awoken could be spikes or regen. Stygian's frostbite, spell damage. Okay, we go Awoken. But do I want it though? Nah. I'm going all the way with the Animuses here. I think, yeah, no matter where I go in the final area, I'll have access to removal through the Merchant of Trinkets. And I'm already doing pretty well, so I think I'm just going to hold my money until we go for it. I think the Stealth Boss could do pretty well against this setup. So the Stealth Boss, well, actually the Stealth Boss does have increased damage because of the Brawl modifier, right? So the Stealth Boss probably takes 3 hits to kill an Animus of speed at this rate. 3, maybe 4. So it has to get through 8 stacks of its stealth on the bottom floor, and then it goes to the next floor and it starts taking damage. No, yeah, the Stealth Boss is fine. We're fine against Crystal Cloak. Non-boss enemy units gain 6 damage. The thing is, I don't care, though. That's the thing about this, though, that I just do not care. Do it. Like I give a hoot, because, yeah, we're just gonna kill you instantly. I mean, I could use a Dreg here on the top floor, let that burn out in the next 2 rounds. I like that. Gotta keep him healthy, though. 17 damage per hit on the Stealth Boss. Okay, so 17 by 3 is 51. As long as I keep these healthy at 53, they take 4 hits. Otherwise, they take 3. Yeah, I think my math works out from before then. Right? Drake didn't die yet. Alright. Let's go Resto Detto. Pummel in, frankly, ridiculous amounts of damage. Restoring Retreat the first one. Heal up everyone that I can. And then just win! Sweep enemy almost had us there. Invigorating Solution helps us set up a lot faster. And then we pass those. No need for them. We've kind of got our game plan so readily set that we can look at things and just see if they fit into that as to whether or not we take them, rather than having to really assess them broadly. Another plus 10. I kind of just want to give the Restoring Retreat like holdover or permafrost so that I can start sending down units every turn. And that definitely starts with cost reducing it. Also going to give Restoration Detonation another 10 health there. Reroll for holdover. Disgusting. Let's get a Razor Sharp Edge as well, a little lower cost, and give a Restore a little bit more health as well. Let's pop into the Hersel's Horde first. Ooh, that's interesting. Concussive Coals is great for us here. So we're not actually going to want our frontliner on the bottom floor to be damaged at all. So yeah, just daze 50% of the units to come to the field. Ah, okay, a Trap Shooter is still Bully Claw. I think we take the Trap Shoot so that we can just, like, if anything gets to the top and it's, like, it's doing well the whole time, go back down to the bottom, start again. Snakes and Ladders. You go right back down to space 1. The more you play, the more I dread my next run. Oh yeah, I'm taking luck from everyone. I'm kind of doing the Goku Spirit Bomb kind of version of accepting luck from everywhere in the universe. Everyone is donating their luck for 3 episodes long, and then I'm just unleashing it on this run. Yeah, nothing else I need to do here. Let's bounce. Make like a ball and bounce. Fel and her allies will add Scourge cards to your handed deck, so we need to set up on the bottom floor as quickly as possible. We aren't donating, you're taking? Okay, so... What works better as that? I'm not certain. Okay. I'm actually going to summon the Sentient this time, because now I still have the ability to drop another unit behind with the Descending. And it helps me get through all of that really quickly. Still can't play any of the Dregs or the Train Stewards, though. Yeah, because I might get a turn like this, where I get all of my minions. Descend a unit to the bottom floor, apply Daze 2. I can do that to my own units. So I'm gonna go Animus of Speed, Animus of Speed, descend the Animus of Speed, Animus of Speed, Ultimate Fence. Nice. Let's go with a Restoration Detonation first to just completely nuke that front line. Send one of you down. Yeah, we're gonna take another Scourge, but it's okay. Use Bramble Lash to kill the front liner there, just so we get the Clipped Guardian in the second line down as well. You can get a Dreg out on the... Ah, you're right! I had the extra space on the bottom. I wasn't thinking... No. My perfect. I have too many Scourges and I can't play them all. I'm gonna lose my perfect this turn. That's sad. Too many Scourge. I also don't get to play the Restoring Retreat because of it. Too many Scourge. Yeah, I actually can't play the Restoring Retreat ever again. Oh, I guess I might as well put the Dregs out now. Come on. Stop giving me extra ones that I can't deal with. That's just rude. redrew one of them this turn, unfortunately. That'll do it. Ooh, should we make one of the Animus' speed quick? I think we might actually go for energy. So that specifically, because Seraph the Diligent is the one that has Scourge Givers. I'm probably going to be killing the Scourge Givers, but I still need to be able to get the Scourge Givers out. Also, I would still take a Pyagro if I saw one, so game, would you please? I don't need any more spell upgrades. I'm done with spell upgrades. Am I actually? No, I am. I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah, I'm still done. No, I'm fine. I'm saving my money for removals and can't make me not save my money for removals. We have no black cards by base in this deck, so all of these are a little intimidating to take. Yeah, no thank you. That fight showed you can't always kill the Scourge Givers. Yeah, not without early Glimmer. Not without an early Glimmer. So the more cards I remove from the deck, the more likely we're going to get to an early Glimmer, the more likely we're going to be able to early kill those Scourge Givers. I'll take Rejuvenate for 60 damage, please. Seems pretty good. Alright. Non-boss enters with spikes. Do you use the Wicklashes? I do not. However, because I don't have the space on the field to summon the Train Stewards, they're equally as impactful as leaving Wicklashes in the deck at the moment. However, the Wicklashes could, theoretically, be used for some value at some point. Raps, have you heard removing the last Steward from the deck brings you bad luck? I mean, this run needs some bad luck, so you know what? Let's do it. Let's remove the last one specifically in order to incur this bad luck, about which I've heard so much. Thank God it's days? Yeah, but still annoying. Still annoying. 1, 2, send one of them, set a drag up on the... No, there we go, set a drag up on the top floor. I mean, as we're descending them, we'll start setting extra stuff up on the top floor, I think. Has it gone to Rhapsody cheese yet? Just joined. Well, 7 cards in my deck have 55, 53, and they're quick. And we can put 2 of them on every floor, and we can also descend them in order to put more of them on a floor. So not yet. We're not nutty yet. We're getting there. We're about to have no energy. So I'm a little concerned about that. But we're getting there. Should have just played the Sting for the extra card draw. Ryan, what'd you do that for? What'd you not do that for, even? Okay. It's getting there. Thank you, Glimmer, for healing my whole line. Send you down. It's getting there, you know? I really think this build could ultimately end up doing something. Well, let's see what we can do with it. Let's see if we can conquer this boss. I'm afraid that's the best we can do. Oh, someone killed the boss while I wasn't looking. Huh. Ooh, reserved horns! We can refocus the run to be back about stings. Oh god, actually engulfed in smoke though. That might be like... That might be how we defeat the Seraph. Rap's playing cards against living armor like it's not always possible to mess everything up by hitting it for fun. If like some of the if some of my Animus on that floor were dying, then I wouldn't have done that. I have thought about that before. Like, pumping in extra damage to it could make me lose. But in particular, right there, with it only killing one of my units, or not even killing one of my units on the board, I felt like, yeah, there's no amount of cards I can play here that will make me lose. Alright, Merchant. Holdover, yes, thank you. Holdover cost reduce the engulfed in smoke. I constantly do it to the bottom floor. The bottom floor takes no damage. I win against the Seraph. But no, it's fine. I can consume the sting every single turn. It's fine. This is... We did it. We did it. Let's look at the Merchant Trinkets here. Whenever you would play a spell that would ascend or descend an enemy unit, apply Daze 2. Plus 3 magic power. Regen. Whenever a card with consumes. That's as high as I can go, unfortunately. I mean, maybe I go with the Trader's Quill. That's it, Goku. You've done it. Trader's Quill? I mean, Trader's Quill is going to go off every turn. Nice. Alright, and then the removals. Let's tempt fate by removing the Train Steward. Let's see what the bad luck could even do to us. Get a Greg out of here, and then another Greg. I mean, these restores are also kind of garbo too. I mean, definitely the Bramble Latch is. I mean, we have 7. That's all of the Animus of speed for the bottom floor. We have the 7. So do we get a second copy of like a Restoring Retreat so we can set it up faster or something? I think so. This run kind of just played itself. Gave us what we needed. And then it said goodbye. Thanks, game. Appreciate it. Dupe stealth. The reason I don't want to dupe stealth is because I don't want 2 cards I draw every turn to be the stealth ones. First, I'm going to go Animus of Speed, then I'm going to go Animus of Speed. Then I'm going to consume to kill one of these. Retreat and Animus of Speed. Then I'm going to Animus of Speed for a change. Yeah, I think Animus of Speeding there was a good idea. I've got to make sure I leave myself with enough energy to get all of these minions summoned. Okay. Retreat you, play that out. Engulf and smoke my whole hand. So we've got only 2 Animus of Speed not yet played and 2 more descents that we have to do. Because this one needs to stay on the top floor for the Light Wings. Got here. Have you tried the expert challenges? Not yet. Natural ones only. Not yet. Alright. Let's go for another complete destruction of one of you on this floor. Restoring retreat again. Another Animus of Speed. I only need 2 more restoring retreats, so the rest of this just goes into the smokes. I think playing the Blights might be wrong, but if I take any damage to my Pyre, I lose score. Like, I am trying to still try and go for score. Little score. Ryan may have a little score, please. may have little us score. What happened to this floor? How'd they get past? How'd they get past this whole floor? What happened? How'd they all get so far past us? Move the light wings down, I think. Oh, just get them to get killed by the... No, but they're not going to attack the sentient. I'm gonna send you. Pop that for a bunch of damage. I think I might have to leave all of this like this for a round. Move the top Animus. I'm not moving the top Animus because... There we go. Because sometimes the Seraph will go to the top and summon a Lightwing, and then I need an Animus of speed to kill it so it doesn't go to the top. So easy kill there. Throw out the Vengeful Shard still. Retreat you. Buff you, and then Engulf in Smoke. We'll Engulf in Smoke next turn, and then we'll win. Actually, I might need to save energy in order to play another Scourge. I did. I needed to save exactly 2 energy to play 2 more Scourges. That's a really interesting way, because they were staggering their removal of stealth. So the backline would take a bunch of damage, and then the next one would reveal, blocking the backliner from taking a lethal hit. And then the next one would take a lot of damage, and then the next one would reveal, blocking the lethal hit on the final one. God, that went nutty. That's the run. It's a solid daily challenge right there, if I say so myself. A good lesson that, especially in the lower covenants, sometimes you just need to lean in heavily on what you don't perceive to be a great unit. And leaning in heavily enough on it makes it a great unit. Let's go to the run summary here. It's a pretty good one. Pretty pleased with that. It's probably not going to be too high on the scoreboard. Yeah, 121. Not that high up there. Let's actually have a look at least the very top one. Ooh. Right, all spikes. As well as Bramble Ashes. Bunch of Bramble Ashes in the... okay. So the idea here was this kills flying enemies immediately because you just use the Awoken Rail Spike to get a bunch of 0-cost Bramble Ashes, and the Sentient has 40 spikes by base, and then you blow up the flying boss. So that's how it would have won, right? Yeah, 8-turn boss rush on the Seraph the Diligent. So 5 turns before the Seraph came to fight, this deck killed it. Which is a lot of extra points.